In this session, we'll log in into the router and have a quick look at the Cisco iOS CLI modes. I'll be using Packet Tracer for simulation of the router. As I said in my last video, CLI is the main interface where we interact with the Cisco iOS devices. To access a new router CLI, let me first select a router, and then to access the router, I'll be using a laptop. To access the new router CLI, we'll need a console cable. So let me select the console cable from here and then connect it to the router console port. When we power on the iOS operating device, it loads the functional iOS and then looks for the device configuration. As you can see, it loaded the iOS and it couldn't find any device configuration. So if it does not find a valid configuration, it places the user in the mode known as setup mode. Okay, the current mode which we are in when you access the router for the first time, if it doesn't find any configuration, you are in this mode. This mode allows me to configure the initial device configuration. It presents me with a text-based wizard that asks questions about basic configuration required in the sequence. So based on the answers provided by the user, the iOS automatically builds the initial configuration. So once you select yes, if you want to go ahead with the setup, it will ask you, would you like to enter basic management setup? If I say yes, it will ask me to create a host name. Okay, let me enter the host name. It will ask me to put the enable secret password. I'll put it as a password. Also, it will ask to create a just enable password. And also it will ask me to create a VDY password. I'll put the password as admin. It also asks if I want to go ahead with the SNMP network management. No. It will ask me to configure the interface as well. I'll put the IP address as, by default the subnet mask will be class C, that is 255.255.255.0. So once you're done with the configuration in the setup mode, it will give you three options. The first option is go to the iOS command prompt without saving this config. The second option is return back to the setup without saving this config. And the third option is save this configuration to NVRAM and exit, which I'm going to select. So once you select that option, you are in to the default router mode. So once the initial configuration is done, as I said, user will end up directly into this mode, which is also known as user mode. This is the first mode a user has access to after logging into the router. Once the initial configuration is completed, and the next time, no matter how a user accesses this router, the iOS always places the user in this mode. This mode is the least privileged mode in iOS. This mode can be identified by the greater than symbol followed by the host name. So to view the list of commands available in this mode, you can use the question mark character. So these are the commands available for you in this mode. So this mode allows you to access to limited set of commands, as I said, that are not changing the device configuration. It is used mainly to view statistics by using show commands. You can see the show command over here. For example, you can use show clock. It will show you the time. Or if you want to see the history of commands which you have typed before. Also, you can use this mode for pinging any device, or you can telnet into other device. So the other modes of the iOS can be accessed only through this mode. So the next mode we have is a privilege mode. By executing the enable command in this user mode, privilege mode can be accessed. Since the enable command is used to access this mode is also known as the enable mode. The prompt for this mode is the device host name followed by the #. This mode also allows you to execute all exec mode commands available. This mode allows user to view, save, and erase device configuration. It also allows you to take a backup of the device configuration using the copy command. It also allows you to restore the configuration from backup. It also allows you to install a new iOS image file. It also allows you to debug. From the privilege mode, also last thing, I think it also allows you to restart the router from here. There's a command, reload. So whatever the commands are available in the user mode, they are also available in the privilege mode. So from the privilege mode, you can access all the config command mode and sub modes. Let's go ahead and see the configuration mode. We can enter the global configuration mode from privilege mode by using command configure terminal. The prompt for this mode is the device host name followed by the term config in parentheses. This is where the real configuration is done. It is also known as global configuration mode. In this mode, you can make global changes to the device you are configuring, such as configuring a new host name, creating a user account, set up password, and configure authentication, etc. I can change the host name from here and put admin. So my router name will be changed to admin. So these commands in the global configuration mode usually apply to the features that affect the system as a whole, hence the name global. So to exit this mode, you can use either N or exit command. If I type exit, you are back into the privilege mode. Or you can also use Control plus Z. So the next mode we have is interface mode. For that, you have to go into configure terminal, a global config again, and then type, here you go, you are in the interface mode. So these are the commands available in this mode. As the configuration mode submode change depending on what is being configured, the word inside the parenthesis change. You can see here the prompt changed to config if. The interface mode contains command relevant to the interface being configured, as I said. To get back to the global configuration mode, type exit. So the next mode we have is the router configuration mode. To enter this mode, you have to type router followed by the protocol you're going to use. For example, I'll use RIP. If you type the question mark, you can see the commands available to configure the RIP and the options available in the RIP. In this mode, you can configure an IP routing protocol. So you can say it's a routing protocol configuration mode. And the last mode which I have available is the Roman mode. These mode can be accessed by rebooting the router. For example, if I reboot the router and type Control C, within the 60-second, you are into the Roman mode. So to access this mode, what you have to do is run a reload command from privilege mode to reboot the router. And then press Control plus C combination in first 60 seconds of the boot sequence. During the boot process, the iOS image file is loaded from flash into the RAM. If the iOS image file is missing or corrupt, if it fails to load, the iOS device automatically enters this mode. This mode allows the user to troubleshoot the iOS. In this mode, the user can select a different iOS image file to boot the device or load a new iOS image file from the TFTP server. You can manually enter this mode as I did for diagnostic purpose. This mode is also used for the password recovery feature. So these are the commands available in this mode. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like my videos.